For the best TV viewing experience, witness the coziest maroons, the most vibrant and brightest moons, the eeriest and darkest tombs, and radiant and vivid hues in any type of room with the Neo QLED and OLED TVs by Samsung. We're supposed to say Samsung, but that didn't rhyme, so you're welcome. Samsung, more wow than ever.
As the chief buffet officer here at Pizza Ranch, I get all kinds of questions from guests. Here's one from Emma.
So, what's your favorite number?
That's easy, Emma. My favorite number is 14,839,552. With Buffet Your Way, you can order any pizza you want and we'll bake it and make sure you get the first slice. And with all our crusts, sauces, and toppings, we can make you 14,839,552 different pizzas. Just not, all at the same time.
Pizza Ranch, everyone's favorite buffet.
Ladies and gentlemen,
let's get started.
I have thought a lot in the last 24 hours.
Time to get your weekly sports fix.
By the skin of their teeth, they lost.
Then you can just ride it the whole thing.
With Stix.
Why do they got the Hall of Fame in there? The Hockey Hall of Fame there. It must be just the Canucks Hall of Fame. I don't know, but go ahead.
There's not no Hockey Hall of Fame in Vancouver.
It can't be, yo. It can't be. That's what that building is, though, yo.
Oh, it's the Canadian Hall of Fame, maybe.
It must be just Canucks Hall of Fame, yeah.
Yeah, because there's no way they put that in there when they got Alberta and
I know for a fact there's one in Toronto that I went to that's attached to what used to be the damn not the Sky Dome, but not the Sky Dome. What did it used to be called? Air Canada, where Vince Carter used to dunk on everybody. That same joint, I don't know what it's called now, but it used to be called Air Canada Center, and it's not that no more. But anyway, when I went there, the one good time, it was not called Air Canada. I was shocked. And but where they do that little dinosaur area, I can't remember what they called it. You know how they had the deer zone and all of that. They have this for the Maple Leafs too in this area right there. And they, the Raptors never been actually the Raptors were good enough to fill it up with people the one time with Kawhi, but it's live over there.
People are gonna have to go to YouTube and check out your picture here because they're not gonna see it. They're gonna be like, "What in the hell are these guys talking about?"
I know
he's got a background coming
content.
live from Vancouver, British Columbia right now. It seems like. No wonder it took you so long to log in there, homie.
I'm working remotely.
Yeah, remotely traveling abroad
from everywhere. Yeah,
traveling abroad. Hey, before we get into it, serious note here. Over under 8 right now. What you think? I'm leaning 8.
Yo,
I'm leaning over easy, bro.
I mean, I'm gonna say that because I have to say that in this situation, and looking at the way that with the game we're talking about is apparently the Dodgers have a matchup.
The comeback game for George Kirby. Where's his head at?
Oh, him too. Yeah, the Mariners are involved up here. So there's a matchup going on, and we're debating on whether or not we think they can combine and score 8 runs. I think it's a no-brainer because of the way that the Dodgers have been playing. But I don't know these pictures and the stuff that you guys delve into heavily. I can't get into pictures and be looking at every guy who's running rotation, and if they're deciding to run a bullpen day on this day by surprise. All of the baseball game didn't change for me, so it's too many moving parts going on to pay attention to on a daily basis with so many games.
Well, we're in for a unit, so
I'll take it.
Let's do it. I think it's a good play. I mean, anything over 7.5, I automatically play unless you got.
Is that the number nowadays?
Yeah, especially now at the end of the season when it's always 8 or 8.5, or you see a lot of 9 and 9.5. I mean, even when decent pitchers are on the mound, there's a very few. I mean, Castillo seems to be the under pitcher nowadays. Cole's obviously an under pitcher. I do think Bobby Miller, who's starting tonight, I think he can be an under pitcher, but his ERA as of late, I think went up a little bit. I think he's a high 3s right now. But anytime you see a 4 in front of that number, I mean, you got to go and just roll with especially if it's a 7.5. It don't matter who on the other side of the spectrum is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, it sounds to me like it's like that hockey 5.5. You feel what I'm saying? It sounds to me like it's that hockey 5.5. It's like you feel comfortable playing either side at this number, but recently you've noticed that it starts to creep when you start seeing that hockey 6 and you start seeing these wild 6.5, and then you start seeing the 7 for the Gunners. You go, whoa, what does the world come to?
Yeah. So I mean, Bobby Miller's got a 3.98, 9-3 win loss, and then Kirby's 10-9 with a 3.48. So I mean, we'll see.
Is it good
happens.
to give some up? Is what we're saying.
I
mean,
think
against
so.
one of the greatest lineups in the world.
Well, and your Dodgers, I mean, they're good for a run in the first inning pretty much every damn game. So I mean, how do you not with Betts and Freeman and whoever the hell else is up there?
Who's in the lineup today? Because I dumped everybody and loaded up on the Dodgers in the fantasy thing. So
did you?
I tried to
drop them like it's hot, huh?
Yeah, I was just like, well, you know what? I seen Kike go there. I was like, oh, Kike's back. I love this. So the Red Sox apparently either let him, cut him or what have you. Yeah. Dodgers, of course.
Betts,
he got
Freeman,
a home
Smith,
there.
Muncy, Martinez, Hayward, Hernandez, Outman, Rojas.
Kike Hernandez, the Lucky Charm, LA Lucky Charm is
you gonna call it right now? Hometown play of the day right now? Why before first pitch? Does he go yaya?
Yes.
Okay, you heard it here first.
Don't play that though. I hope not.
No,
I should have had.
If we could too. Though, if we could, we would.
Oh my god! You know what we need to do?
What the fuck are y'all doing?
I'm telling you,
around.
I mentioned before. I'm telling you, for some reason, if you a stockholder of DraftKings, damn it, I should be able to play regardless of what damn state I live in. Number one. Now, secondly, we need to. I swear we need access, because I just heard RJ and the boys from pregame just giving information and putting combos together. Now, see, the information that we're missing, we have access to play, but we're missing information. Imagine you putting combos together, like putting a same day parlay together, and you actually throw in a number and you could see how much it affects the other numbers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so you could realize what stuff you had is a good play or not when you mix and match these combos. And we have zero access to the same day and the individual player combo
right sport. Individual, yeah. Even to go cross functional like that, we can't.
Exactly.
And that's where you I mean, that's the fun of it. If you're gonna throw a parlay into a Hail Mary or whatever, you might as well do a Hail Mary and have fun with it instead of being able to just pick, 2 or 3, underdogs and from the same sport,
That's what, I mean, clearly they want to get a lot of retail bread. They don't want a bunch of semi-sharp, jokers who've been at it for a little while, who's getting sharper and sharper by the day, much less real deal Vegas syndicate jokers, right? So they love this retail money. So why don't they pass that access along? People love betting on dumb stuff like, a number of seconds in dumb stuff. And DraftKings and FanDuel and these dudes, and forget FanDuel. We only talk about DraftKings because first of all, we need a scholarship, a sponsorship, number one.
Yeah, we do need one of those. Let's go, DraftKings.
And a few more stock shares. But what we need is that access. We need to have that access because the gameplay and just the average person who plays lottery, why are we not constricted from playing lottery? Yet we are constricted in this particular arena when it's regulated.
Makes 0 sense, bro. 0 cents.
Scared.
Mookie Betts on first base, first batter of the game. All right, well, let's we're gonna get right into this here real quick. Remember to subscribe, rate, and review on your favorite podcast platform. Go to thisfunner.com for more podcast and online content. Grab some merch while you're there from the Funner family. Check us out on YouTube, Sports Fix with Stix and HHPOW. Subscribe and smash that like button. We're back, y'all. Okay. I know it's to get a little bit of getting the word back out there, but we there.
Off schedule.
Follow us on Twitter. Follow me at Stix015. Follow HHPOW at homie__anonymous. Also follow the producer Chris Donovan at Chris_Donovan.
Hey.
Yeah, so we out there ready to go, trying to get the ball rolling again now that we finally got our schedules clicking a little bit here. But it's kind of, what I've noticed, homie? I've noticed this a little bit that for some reason, not the postal service, but when the retail days, when we first started this thing back in 2019, and you were still going through your shit, the beginning of your shit, right? And then I was working crazy hours in retail and all that. I found that I had a lot more time to be able to research and have a lot more knowledge. And now with real job, working Monday through Friday most times, occasionally Saturdays, that 8:30 to 6 or whatever, bro, dog, I'm getting old because my old ass is sleepy by the time I get home. Shower,
Hold
and I'm in bed by like 8:30 or 9 o'clock most nights. I can't stay up on the laptop for 2 or 3 hours.
What?
Trying to get some notes together. So I got all a bunch of scribble-ish. I don't even have my regular notes that we usually use.
I got a couple homies you need to talk to. You need to talk to my homie Andy Van Slyke. You need to talk to my man Doug Flutie. You need to talk to Frank Thomas. Because they'll like it too. You feel what I'm saying? You need to get all of that, all of them teas.
You're going for another sponsorship, homie.
Eugenics. I mean, you got to do something. I mean, it's a vegetable. Go vegan, do something. I don't know. Cardio, I don't know. I can't do no cardio, but I wish I could. But you got to do something. Wild, you got to do something, because
it's hard out here in the street.
I was expecting you to say, "Oh my God, this is amazing. This schedule allows for so much more free time. I'm dicking it off." But
it does.
It's so much more free time.
That is very true.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
I am dicking it off when I do have that time, but that's only a couple days a week now instead of like every night, like I thought it was going to be. Oh yeah, I'm cool, man. I can throw down a 6-pack or a 12-pack, get up in the morning and roll. Woo, baby.
Tell you, man, youth is for people that's young, yo. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When you start, man, you start getting harder and harder to pop up in the morning. That bounce back don't be the same. That residual effect from the morning lasts a little bit longer than it used to. And now it's noon and you're still going, I was like, hey, time to make a change for once in my life.
Ooh, George Kirby bounced back with 2 strikeouts back to back after the leadoff walk.
Let's in the street let's
get into some NFL. Since we need to really talk some NFL last week, yo.
What happened?
What surprised you the most? One thing that surprised you from week 1. Let's go into week 1 and then we'll get into some week 2 plays. But
you want me to tell you? I mean,
let me start because I know you're going to be long-winded on this.
No, not really.
And I want to chime in a little bit. But I'll tell you what. I'm not surprised from the Detroit Football Lions, as we discussed on the podcast before the Thursday night game. So we were all over that. Your boys out there, an honest big homie and Stix here. We didn't have too bad of a week in week 1.
Things are starting to look up.
Pretty sure we cleared at least 8 units, so not too bad.
All right,
yeah. And then
light work.
But I'll tell you what did surprise me is how bad my Seahawks were, to be completely honest with you.
Okay, gameplay. Let's go.
Especially,
I need to hear this.
After the first 2 quarters, it was only 13-7 after at halftime. I was thinking, oh, cool, 13-7. No team gets shut out in the second half. What's our favorite play? The second half over. No doubt in your mind that the second, we'll get into that in a second, but the team that's down at halftime is obviously, if you can get a good number, the team that's down at halftime usually gets up and will make it a game in the second half, as we saw on Thursday night this week. But the Seahawks in the second half got skunked. I did not see that coming. but the Rams did score 23 points. I don't remember what the second half over under was. I want to say it was 23.5, to be honest with you.
I didn't even look.
I think I looked, but no, I think I made a play like a dumbass.
It was a damn party popping off over here at Rams house, boy.
Yeah. But yeah, the Seahawks were a little disappointing. They gave up. This will go into my my hometown play of the week later, but I'm just gonna throw it out there now. But
let's do it.
The defense gave up 426 yards, only gave up 92 rushing yards. That's because Stafford could throw the ball wherever he damn well wanted for
that's right.
334 yards.
Nobody need a running back.
But yeah, I mean, they got those 2 touchdowns, from inside the rushing. Your boy, I don't even know his name, dude. Your boy got the 2 touchdowns. That kid running back,
UTD Kai.
Yeah, that guy. From inside the
no mercy,
the 5. So, but yeah, I think that was my most disappointing thing. That's not even being a homer. That was just really being disappointed in that game all around, especially if the Rams aren't supposed to be good, but you got Stafford, so we'll see. And a whole bunch of nobody wide receivers, but you didn't need anybody. You didn't need old boy Cooper Kupp out there.
Well, just on to piggyback on what you just said, I was semi-surprised by the youth that we had and their fight. I always know that youth always is willing to give max effort. It's almost like college rah-rah, right? So you just come up from practice squad, or you've been trying to make the 53 for 2-3 years in a row, and people keep hearing your name, but they never see you unless they see your name running down the field on special teams. Now you get a chance to shine, so you get a little pump. And I told you, you know how it goes. The Rams own the Seahawks, and it's been that way since they was in St. Louis. And so that's just a thing. So you can't take too much from that. But what I got is that the Rams are maybe not as bad as I thought. Now, I'm not going to go as far as we could still make a run, but they're not as bad as I thought without Cooper Kupp. I thought it might be over, but if the Seahawks are going to look that bad, then they might leave the door open for a playoff spot, which is a purgatory for the Rams. We don't want that. But my biggest observation was, who the hell would have thought you was only going to get 75 seconds worth of visuals from Aaron Rodgers, yo?
Oh, that's my quarterback. Not anymore.
That's everybody's,
and I miss
literally, yo. It's literally everybody's nightmare, yo. What happened? Why the hell would you want to see a guy that you probably like? You got him on fantasy. You might have played him at the counter or your favorite app, and you tuned in. It's Monday night. It's a solo game, and damn it, it's 9/11. Okay,
right.
I'm tuned the hell in, yo. But by the time I even got situated to get my nerves down after all the singing and banner waving and shit, and trying to remember what happened and all that, and trying to sit down, this fool out, yo. And I looked, and I was like, soon as I saw it, and I could have swore that I caught a glimpse of the foot being rolled on during, real live play. So I thought I saw something. So when he went down, I was like, oh, he's going to be out for a play, right? I thought I saw him get rolled up on. So I thought for sure he's going to be out. I didn't know it was going to be that, yo. But as soon as they showed the replay, I saw exactly what it was. And Kobe didn't get rolled up on like that.
Yeah, well, shout out to Aaron Rodgers, man. He's a gamer, so we'll see what happens when he comes back.
But it was a lot of surprises out there, aside for what happened in the NFC West. We saw you already mentioned the kickoff game. You talk about the Lions roar. You know what I mean? You got teams that people don't even pay attention to. You got Atlanta running all over the place. Bijan. I'm talking about the young guys, right? The young guys showing out.
And how I know you're going to go on this rant once I get you fired up right here, homie. What about Joe B and his 100 yards passing and his 3 points of offense that they put up? There it is.
Yeah, soon as you know what happens. As soon as you give a brother some money, look what happened. And Joe is out here, Cartier frames. He's out here popping his collar. He's buying a little bit of extra this. And this is what everybody in football works to achieve is the second contract, right? That's where you get the paper at. So it don't matter after that whether you got longevity or not. You've already robbed the bank with no mask. So now Joe is essentially, if he had any kind of upfront signing on money, that's, you know how NFL works. That's all you're really getting anyway until you play games. So he's good. And you know what's going to happen. He was getting beat the hell up last year. Don't even act like, we can't act like he wasn't a miracle worker last year. You know what I mean? He had a miracle season. They tried to get him killed every game. Don't forget that. And now he's still getting killed. And with a supposedly revamped offensive line, he's still getting killed. And he don't look good. So he still look injured to me, is what I'm looking at.
Yeah, I mean, he did have that, what was it, the calf in preseason, the calf strain or whatever. And they said, you know, let's knock on wood, this doesn't happen. But they said the calf, when you have calf injuries, that's kind of what happens with your Achilles.
Yep, Kevin Durant style.
Yeah, so, you know, let's see if he's going to be getting laid on, you know. Yeah, I wanted laid on is not sacked, but, you know, hit 5, 7, 8 times a game, pretty good. Then
he just can't keep taking that many hits.
Yeah, you can't be doing that.
From anybody. But outside of that, it was just a big hodgepodge of action. And you know how the first week is. You can talk about all kinds of stuff, and most of the stuff is going really float off of your fantasy team, and you're gonna be surprised by a couple players. You're gonna be disappointed by a couple players. Man, word on the street is after the Thursday night game, fans is out here sending my man Alexander Madison death threats, yo. And
I saw that.
All kind of wild stuff about people fantasy teams. I'm gonna tell y'all what, because y'all need to relax, homie. All of this is way too serious. Y'all ain't got that kind of money. Y'all ain't got life-changing money in these fantasy leagues. Get y'all mind right, man. Raise your kids right.
For real. Hey, you want to give them your top five PR, homie?
Yeah, man.
If you got that on, I'm going to start with mine because mine makes a lot more sense than homie's does.
Well, I don't know, but
I will
tell you that because of the first week and the high level of action that we saw, I realized that I probably had some people underpriced and a bunch of people overpriced.
My top 5, I'll start at number 5. Best team in the NFL right now, 5-1. This is Stix's power ranking. So you can compare the two and give us.
I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, this is Stix power rankings. You can hit us up on Twitter. Use that hashtag Stix and Sports at Stix015 and at homie_anonymous with your top 5. But I got 5. The LAC Los Angeles Chargers. Number 4, Philadelphia.
You gonna have a choke artist number 5.
3, Detroit. Number 2, the Young Guns, Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars and Coach Doug Peterson. And then number 1, you can't get away from this offense. Doesn't matter how many points their defense gives up, but their offense is going to score more. The Miami Dolphins. So I got Miami, number 1, Jacksonville, Detroit, Philly, and the Chargers. What you got, homie? Don't even make me tell you my top 5 quarterbacks in this league right now.
Well, you might as well go ahead and give everybody those too. No, go ahead.
You want that too?
Give them right now.
All right, I'll give you my top 5 quarterbacks right now. We'll go 1 through 5. Tua, the young kid, Trevor Lawrence, Captain Kirk Cousins at number 3. As homie likes to call him, young Herb at number 4. And number 5, here's a surprise for y'all. Baker, the touchdown maker, at number 5. After week 1. I'll give him that. After week 1.
But see, you know what? And what I like to make sure that you always say is that this is yours. You own
Those were mine. I own it, and I take 100% responsibility for it, brother.
That's right. And one day, You're gonna have to tell everybody what the damn criteria is for all this damn shit. I'm gonna tell you right damn now, though. I'm gonna
Quit
hold you out to
asking me
the
what my
fire.
criteria is. It's very, very thorough, and it's
Okay.
very, very incognito.
Okay. I mean, those are two things that hard for those two things
I
to
can't
mesh
give
up.
up all my secrets right now. Yeah.
All right.
I'll give up my secrets later on this year, but not right now.
Well, I'm basically thinking the way that I look at stuff is like I explained it before. I think I came up with an easier way to explain the way I do it. So basically, the best team or even the best quarterback is worth a touchdown, the way I look at it. So let's just call that 6 points.
Okay, round 2. Name something that's not boring.
A laundry? Ooh, a book club. Computer solitaire, huh?
Ah, sorry, we were looking for Chumba Casino. That's right, ChumbaCasino.com has over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Lucky Land Casino, asking people, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
Lucky? In line at the deli, I guess?
Aha, in my dentist's office. More than once, actually.
Do I have to say?
Yes, you do.
In the car before my kids' PTA meeting.
Really?
Yes.
Excuse me, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
I never win and tell.
Well, there you have it. You can get lucky anywhere, playing at LuckyLandSlots.com. Play for free right now. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Right. So the best team is worth a 6. Is the way I look at it. Okay. And that best team at this point, based on criteria and what I've seen and power ranking, based on what Vegas said, the ability to score a touchdown without problem. If I'm going to bank on this person, they're going to score a touchdown. This team is going to give me a touchdown, guaranteed. And it's going to get progressively less able to give me a touchdown. So the team that's going to give me a touchdown at this point, you could probably damn ass Vegas too, is the damn 49ers. I hate that I hate it because you even said last week,
number one?
Number one. You said you're gonna have to adjust the 49ers. And I figured I had them too low. Let me look. I had them. Sure. Even after I watched them play week 2, the first thing I wrote was upgrade, but that still had them at 5.
You mean the Niners when you watched them week 1?
Yep. After I watched them play. Okay.
Yeah.
So I still had them at only a 3.5. So they were the 5th team on the list. They weren't guaranteed to give me a touchdown. I didn't think so. Now, what I see now is they're guaranteed damn near with that running game, and they're passing it, and Debo has not even got usage yet. So Kittle, he's not a fantasy guy. He is a blocker, and he's one of those Draymond Green type characters. You need him, but he ain't productive. Number 2 is Philly. Philly's a 5. Philly's 1 point away from getting you there every single time out because they have that rush game. I try to tell you, Philly is not. Don't be getting into all these fantasy things with AJ Brown and Devontae Smith was something else because you saw something, and they'll hit every now and again. But that's a running team, yo. And you can see it by the way they're willing to sacrifice.
Ran the ball like 40 times last night.
Willing to sacrifice on the goal line every time by just pushing dude in or pushing dude to get the fourth down or first down on 3rd if necessary. So you know that they're going to be worthy of that. KC is next, 4.5. They're a half a point less than Philly, half a point less than KC. The Dallas Cowboys. And then I agree with you on them being there, but the Dolphins is now that 3.5 position that the 49ers were in. So the Dolphins, you can, because of the defense, I think that because you look at getting you a touchdown, but you also have to think about giving up a touchdown. So it's both ways of, and that's how I look at using that 6 to create a lot of the way that I run my bets. And I ain't gonna get into the calculation, a lot of trigonometry and calculus out there for y'all young fellas.
So that was your top 5. You got San Francisco leading it off at -6, and then Philly, KC, Dallas, and Miami closing it out at -3.5.
Yes, sir. And then you know what's going to happen after that. What we talked about a couple of pods ago is that big group of quarterbacks that are met. Joe Burrow, Jared Goff, Trev Lawrence, Lamar Jackson, Deshaun Watson, your boy who just looked like ass the other day, Josh Allen. It's that same group, and they're all just like 1 or 2 points apart, and to equal like basically the top 10 or the close to it.
What about your top 5 QBs? What you think about those?
Man, look, I got you. All right, so it's the same situation. You already know, and I'll start from the top. It's super easy. I'm about to fix this real quick, but it's super easy, yo. And number 1 is Patrick Mahomes, because of the ability to do all of the Steph Curry type effects of your game. He's going to do he's there for your magic trick. He's got your magic trick for you. He's got your final pull, the final rabbit out of the hat. He's got the miraculous play. He's got everything. Behind him, you have to put Jalen Hurts, because for the same reason I was saying, that run effect, the effective way that old boy run, it's not like Lamar Jackson where it's crazy like Michael Vick. Like I'm just taking off and I'm just messing up the whole offense. Old dude is a part of the offense, and it's structured. Number 3, this is where it gets interesting, yo. It's Tua the Tag, yo. Tua the Tag is out here throwing dimes behind people's ears. And remember, what did I say in the group text during week 1? This dude is using the force, yo. Tua, he's got skills. He just can't get hurt. If they throw him around, he's going to have serious problems.
Agreed.
After that, you know where I'm going. I got to throw my boy Goof in there. Maybe he underperformed, yes. But guess what? He just beat the defending champs on their land and property.
That fool couldn't throw for another fucking 3.5 yards, though.
He really couldn't, though. We had that. Yo, we had Goof to do, what was it?
357, and he threw for 353. So we needed 4.5 yards. Or 257, sorry, 257. And I think he got 253.
Yeah, but hey, and just to let the people know, the bet of the season, everybody, put your hands together and go to church for the New Orleans Saints, everybody, okay? So just remember this name. You're going to hear a lot about the Saints. You're going to hear a lot about Saints updates, and you're going to swear that we live in the third ward, and we're pulling up, sitting in the car with Master Pete. You know what I'm saying? We got love, okay? We got love. We're going to keep an eye on them, too. We down. We in for them for the season over. We need the Saints to be the double digit.
Well, we're in on the Saints. What was your number 5? Who was your number 5 quarterback?
Trev Lawrence.
Oh, Lawrence. All right, cool.
Yeah, them and Goofer is a good toss up. It's beautiful.
We got peep your phone real quick. We got let's see, homie hometown plays of the week. We didn't get to do them last week, so we can rush through that real quick. We got a couple minutes left. Shit, where's mine at now? Oh, okay, cool. I'm going to lay it out here real short and sweet for y'all.
Hey, I'm going to come in here. I'm the producer, right?
Yeah. What you got?
Oh, hell,
right?
He's back.
I'm allowed to do things, right?
Yes, you are. Absolutely.
All right, cool.
I know you want to talk to the Seahawks.
Yeah, I do. But you're going to say, we'll be right back, and then you guys can start over so you're not rushed.
Okay.
You good with that?
Yeah. There we go.
There you go. Say it.
Hey, we'll be right back.
Call Tom Brady. Call Tom Brady right now.
Hey, yo, guess what? We're back, baby.
Back in the house.
We're back.
Like we never left.
Yeah. Take a little quick 5-minute break for a few of the sponsorship opportunities to be worked.
I had to get my lighting crew on the right situation. I don't really care about stuff like that, but I mean, if you're looking at something, I mean, what you gonna do? I mean, if y'all gonna,
it's kind of hard up there. It's kind of hard in the north of the border, isn't it?
I mean, I'm trying to be the ghost. I'm hidden. I'm like,
You
I'm
were
trying to be
definitely
who.
anonymous. I like how it's a little
You feel what I'm
anonymous out
saying?
there. Yes, sir.
Where's Waldo? Where in the world is Carmen San Diego? All of these is my big homies out here.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna
Leonardo DiCaprio, Departed, all of that. We we all over the place. We can't be found.
Well, we're back, and we're just gonna give you guys a little couple minutes here to close out the show, because the last couple times we've been rushing through it, getting it out of there, getting it done with. We are keeping this a lot shorter for everyone. We've learned our lesson. We know we have a lot to talk about. We're going to attempt to do more. We're going to attempt to, just keep it at 30, 40 minutes. But this one, we had to just go a little bit longer. That's usually our downfall. We always want to go a little bit longer. This is only with the two of us. When we get you all on here and everybody else is going, then we can, figure that out. We'll go a little longer, stuff like that, but we can break it up into segs. But anyways, so, anybody wants to come on the show, let us know. The hashtag Stix and Sports at homie_anonymous, at myself at Stix015. Hey, let's have some conversations. But anyways, let's get to the hometown plays of the week. Everybody's favorite segment from last year.
You know what it is.
The year before and the year before.
Yo, we got graphics. I'm telling you, when we leveled up and we got graphics, and I'm hearing the intro for it, yo, I get so hyped, yo. I get hyped, yo. I'm trying to tell you, I'm ready. Because when I say something about the hometown, the homies, they know, they feel that in their heart. They feel that in their heart. It's deep. For the hometown, it's over everything. For the hometown, this is the reason why I do this. For the hometown, it's for the homies. For the hometown, man, yo, these is going to be the hometown plays of the weekend. We're going to do it right for y'all this time. Man, wait till we get to proper graphics, man. I'm going to bring out of retirement James Earl Jones. Darth Vader is going to voice the hometown plays of the week. I don't even have a James Earl Jones. Yeah,
you'll work on it. If it was a Jose Altuve doing it, then we'd be all right. But we're not doing that. This is the wrong sport.
Singing Altuve love microphones.
Yeah. Well, this guy, I love it. All right. Well, I'm gonna get into my hometown plays of the week for y'all. And it's obviously your Seattle Seahawks. Everyone's Seattle Seahawks. They need to be America's team, like the Seattle Mariners are America's team. And we're gonna get to the playoffs, Mariners. We gotta get to the playoffs. So, anyways, after last week's disaster on offense and defense, the Seahawks have to put together a good game. I'm not even going out on a limb. I'm not even going to talk about the spread. Everybody knows it's already going to be an over game. But here are my hometown plays of the week. As I started with last week, Kenneth Walker had 12 rushes for 64 yards, average 5.3 yards a rush. This week, he's my offensive pick of the week. And he's going to have 23 rushes for 115 yards and 2 tuds. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The defense gave up, they had 0 sacks last week. They had 400. We already referenced this earlier in the show. Had 426 yards against them, 92 rushing and 334 passing yards against them from Matthew Stafford. So this week, the defense gets their first 2 sacks, and I'm going out on a limb here with this defensive yards against. Okay,
you ain't never went out on a limb before.
I'm going out on a limb that they do not give up. That they do not give up more than, count them, homie,
4 touchdowns,
400 yards of total offense. Less than 400 yards of total offense.
You got the right number.
I know that's
come on, dog.
I don't have faith, brother. I don't have faith. But I do have one more. It's a defensive special teams play. So I had the offense. I gave you the offense. I gave you the defense. But I'm going with the defense/special teams play here because it involves a pick 6 and a touchdown. And it's going to be by none other then the guy who played 5 seasons in Detroit before, Quandre Diggs, is going to get a pick 6 on Sunday back in Detroit. That's all I got for y'all.
I like how you did that. How you tied
That's
that back in. How you swerved that around and you did the bunny ears and you tied it together. I like how you did that. I like how you did that. Quandre Diggs back in the house.
It's the hometown plays of the week. Sometimes we reach out a little bit. Sometimes we just hit it right on, like Cooper Kupp over 100 yards every game. Had to go out a little bit, settle my emotions down, but make a play that everybody wants to hear.
Yo, hey, I feel you. I thought you were gonna say that you were gonna take Jason Myers plus $1 million to be the Seahawks MVP. Because it seems like that might be the way that things was headed. But
stay tuned for the over 3.5 field goals.
I'm glad they turned it around. And damn it, this week, I hope you right. Damn it, I'm almost look, I hope you're right. Not against Goof. I mean, do what you got to do. But we got bigger fish to fry. We have the hated, highly anticipated, always leave us devastated. The mother 49ers coming in. Man, I get so frustrated, y'all. So
I remember last year you were a little frustrated with those 49er Rams games, right?
It's high level of anxiety since I was a kid. I have PTSD from Joe Montana and Jerry Rice. What are you supposed to do? Yeah, I can name more 49ers than I could. You know what I mean? I can name more 49ers. I can name more 49ers than I could probably name Rams in the same era on my team at that time. And I could probably name a whole bunch of my Rams from the same era that played against them.
Because it's got deep-rooted pain issues there,
It's just, they just had way too many bodies. So it runs deep. So this is a big week for us. So this is like Civil War. This is the Apple Cup. This is all of them things for us in the casa. So in Rams house, we hate to go down disappointed, disrespected. I love the showing from the guys this week because I told you that these young bucks were coming. These were names that were out there, and you're going to see more because I was waiting, like I said in the text. I haven't heard Tutu Atwell's name being heard yet. And he's another guy with hands and with speed. So
don't forget about Skoroniak.
Look, I need that fullback on occasion. But this ain't the game for that. The 49ers do a lot of shenanigans. They know every shenanigan we got. We can't even do anything with them because of Shanahan's shenanigans versus McVay and that kind of thing. We don't beat them, just in vice versa, like the Seahawks and that. So we just hope to do well. Therefore, the line and the numerical number is what? 7. 49ers, most hated, favored by 7 points. Do you think that the power rank of the homie has anything close to that? It actually does. I have them 6.5 better than that. We are not going to go out like that by a touchdown. You got us twisted. You know why? For the reasons of this. There are names that you need to become acquainted with. You need to become acquainted with Puka Nacua, who will, on a bum groin, come back. Oh, yes. Homie hometown, play of the week style. Stix. Oh, that boy's a miracle sometimes. Pick my brain. Cooper Kupp guaranteed 100 yards every time. Guess what? Puka Nacua did it. Once. Twice? Anybody?
Ooh, I like
Going
it.
Twice?
Roll it.
Puka Nacua coming back at you again with 100. Okay? And we will not go out by a touchdown. We are going to cover them points. And I'm going to put it all of the heat and the love
Is this still at 8?
On King Matt Stafford, yo.
Sorry, still at 8?
It's gone down to 7. You know why? Because everybody's smart. They know what time it is. We ain't going to go out like that.
I'd take the Rams at 8 all day.
Of course I would have. That was the opening.
7.
That's what I'm saying, because there's nothing to lose there unless you drop off either side. Now, if we drop off to the other side and money starts coming in, 6.5, I'm on. I'm on, because they're not beating us by a touchdown. That's it. So if 7 doesn't make it worth it enough to just be in there with all this motivation and I'm sweating and stuff to break even, to push.
Like the 6 we got last night.
Zach Amundo. Shout out to Captain Kirk, who might be on his way to New Jersey. But Captain Kirk, hey, they throw the ball around, don't they?
They do. That's about all they can do.
They ain't never heard of a running back out there. But to put a bow on this thing, man, we love you, Cooper Kupp, bro. We miss you, my man. But my boy, Puka Nacua, has got your back. 2 touchdown Kai. Whose house? Rams house, in the house, at my house. What?
Baby. What? Yeah.
Learn how to cut a promo one day. One day I'm gonna learn how to cut a promo. All that WWE watching when I was a kid, man, it's got to be good for something.
It's gonna pay off. It's paying off. It's been paying off pretty good for you there, homie. Yeah, that's one of my best bets for the weekend is definitely LAR. If it's 7, 6.5, 7, 8, whatever, take it for sure.
Yeah, the professional guys are kind of iffy about it.
Are they?
Yeah, they're saying if it drops, if the money comes in and it goes below 7, it's worth it because the Rams are not as bad as people thought. But on the positive side, if it goes up to 8 or 7.5, then yes. But other than that, it's like some people are like, okay, we know they're a little bit better, but they're still without a whole bunch of pieces with a super young defense. So we know that they can't stop the run. So the first Seahawks wasn't running. What are you going to do when you don't run? So we didn't have anything. You didn't go at the guts. Yeah, you didn't go at the guts of the problem. So
nice.
Shout out to y'all.
You got
keep a smile on my face.
We'll talk more offline and get some plays out there for y'all. If you want any plays, you want any, follow us on Twitter
before I start charging.
Or hit us up, VIA cell, VIA DMs, VIA whatever. Plus my DMs are always open for all you lovely young ladies out there. But yeah, this
payment
guy,
options.
Don't say
money
Venmo.
Orders, food stamps.
No money orders. And people don't do money orders. It's
rolled pennies,
cashier's checks, son.
A roll of dimes.
So yeah, let's stay tuned. Peep out next week's show with the feedback on the hometown plays of the week. Hit us up with
Saints.
Let's go Saints. Hit us up with the hashtags of Stix and Sports. Let us know your top 5 teams, power rankings, homie power rankings, your top 5 quarterbacks, Stix's gunslingers. That'd be,
hey,
the real top 5 quarterbacks.
Bang bang.
Not the top 5 that homie thinks he has all down. You want to talk about what my content is that goes into my top 5 quarterbacks? I don't know. I kind of need to know about what goes into your top 5 quarterbacks. Homie, when you got
when you look up quarterback in the dictionary, if you don't see a dude standing like that with the, the dude standing on top of your trophy with the arm stretched out looking like Hulk Hogan, if your quarterback doesn't do that, then he can't be in the top 5, y'all. He can't be in the top 5. If he can't throw a dart, throw a penny into a jar this small like Aaron Rodgers was doing on Hard Knocks. If you can't do that, then you can't be on this list running around here crazy. Look at Cam Newton. You want to end up in the IR, y'all. Look at Michael.
If you miss the real top 5 quarterbacks, you can just rewind back to about, I don't know, what was it, 20-minute mark?
To Peyton Manning for being a prototype.
Peyton Manning.
The prototype.
Still talking about the old man.
The prototype, Joe Montana wished that he had the knowledge of Peyton Manning, The 49ers would have been crazy.
Montana just went out there.
Nightmares, man. I'm about to have nightmares. I couldn't even imagine that.
Well, y'all, we appreciate y'all listening. Remember, we appreciate y'all listening. Thank you very much. Obviously, we'll be in touch. Remember to subscribe, rate, and review on your favorite podcast platform. Go to thisfunner.com for more podcasts and online content. Grab some merch while you're there from the Funner family. Check us out on YouTube, Sports Fix with Stix and Anonymous Big Homie. Subscribe and smash that like button, baby. Follow me on Twitter at Stix015. Follow this guy, Anonymous Big Homie, at homie_anonymous.
Okay.
Also follow the producer, Chris Donovan, at Chris_Donovan.
You got to do that.
Hey, thank y'all. We appreciate y'all. Homie, quit playing. We've been waiting for you were talking about the WWE promo. I think you got one pretty good for the peeps tonight.
Why you put me on the spot? I really
was
don't.
Just throw you on the spot.
I really don't. I probably burnt them all.
No, you don't have one that you've been waiting to say, but I think there's one that we missed out on the last couple times.
You did, but you know how it always works. It's nothing but freestyle in this game. You know what I mean? I always come off the dome. This writing stuff is uncomfortable. You know why? The best freestyle in the world is all come from subconscious thinking, coming to fruition right at the top. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's serious. Sometimes it's angry. Sometimes it's animated. This time, remember, this is funner.
That was Sports Fix with Stix. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review the show. If you want to join the show, use the hashtag #StixandSports.
Winners don't make excuses.
Judy was boring.
Hello.
Then Judy discovered ChumbaCasino.com.
It's my little escape.
Now Judy's the life of the party.
Oh, baby, mama's bringing home the bacon.
Whoa, take it easy, Judy. The Chumba life is for everybody. So go to ChumbaCasino.com and play over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.